Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome back to Knightica. There's been a few requests to see going to the end of Endless. So we're going to try that today. I can't guarantee it's going to happen, but we're doing it as a princess run because that's probably the easiest, in my opinion, of the potential options. Now, this guy I would be considering taking, but nah. Ooh, sorry, I just bumped the microphone because there's a gnat flying in front of me right at the start of recording. It's always lovely. But we're looking for a swamp slime as our first kind of go-to. Charm is not too great. It's not going to give it to me, is it? We're going to go ahead and take some of you guys just because, you know, you might actually be useful later. Sage is pretty nice for defensive. I'm not going to take it, though, right now, just because I want to be making sure that I still have money enough for the swamp slime, and we will eventually lean into doing some of the other kind of odds and ends in regards to scaling. The big trick right now is going to be getting past the first boss. The first boss is a major impediment to the princess run because, generally speaking, she's going to struggle a little bit getting that. Again, it's tempting me with that sage. I should probably have done that, by the way. We all make mistakes, and there's our swamp blob. So now we can start getting that kind of stuff going. Tribal, gonna be useful. We'll go ahead and roll with it, and then we'll just go to the next one. Now, the reason I have the little diggy guys, I keep forgetting their name, burrowers, there we go. I will eventually remember their names. Yeah, the reason I have the burrowers is because they are going to be kind of handy for getting econ up for now. They altered them in the latest patch to be 100% chance, so sure. We're gonna go alchemist, though. See if we can get some good ones here. Voucher. I'm going to go ahead and get the second swamp guy, and we are going to pop the voucher and drop a power nut on you because we need more power. There's another tribal. There's a free burrower. I don't want to waste my free on a burrower, though. Yeah, butts, you tempted me early. What I'm looking for is that. So we got a free princess. Not as good as some of the things we could have gotten there, but we'll be fine. And I don't think there's anything else we want in here. Just continue on. We do have scaling on the one princess. I wouldn't mind scaling on another one. But for now, we're actually pretty well off. Let's go ahead and take the gold sprout for a little bit of econ. And we will take ourselves a third swamp guy. He's going to sit up there for now. And you are going to move down here. I keep forgetting to move the stuff around to be optimal XP. That's because I am a Dumas. Okay, so there's another princess. We need to lock that one in. Lock, thank you. Anything else here that we particularly want? Not really. I'm going to go ahead and throw the swamp blob out as a just guard for our stuff. It's going to pump these guys up. Not really ideal, but it's better than a sharp stick in the eye. But yeah, getting enough princesses is a good goal, and getting them scaling is going to be our other goal. Now that we have 3 swamp guys, pretty likely we're going to be able to consistently do this. We'll drop those out. Here is our other princess. In fact, we're going to go down like this. And just have the princesses starting to pack in. We could spend money on unlocking some of these slots. We're going to do one reroll, get some gold off of that. We got some burrowers. You are going to sit back. We're going to get ourselves the burrowers. And we're actually going to sell this one, so we get yet another one. So whenever we reroll, ta-da! More gold. Obviously, we can't afford that princess right now, but we're going to afford her next time. Although, do I risk it for the swamp blob? It's going to ruin our ability to get more princesses faster. That said, there we go. They've made their money back. Now we have 3 princesses, all leveling each other up. Which, as we start getting more actual levels on them, they will scale a lot harder. So, because they start getting 10, 15, 20 XP and just scaling up extremely quickly there. So, defensive nut. I don't know why we didn't have one on the first thing there. We're going to go defensive nut on you because we kind of need it. And we'll grab the burrower just in case. There's our other princess. Do we sell both the burrowers for it? Yes. I do need to correct my econ eventually as well. Not quite there at the moment. One go like that, and princess there. That one's getting it from all of them, and this one's getting it from 3 of them at least. We will want to adjust that eventually. And fight this one up. I'm hoping we get a treasure on this next one. That would be the ideal thing. If we don't get a treasure, it's not the end of the world. We can still keep scaling up. The goal is start out princess, go into mecha. We did not get a treasure. We'll go tavern. But the goal is, yeah, it's to go princess into mecha into bombshell, probably. If I had to take a wild guess at what I was planning right now. Continue on. We do eventually need to get that 3rd blob out. Probably going to do it here, unless we get another princess in the shop. We got 2 princesses in the shop. We're going to be able to afford it if we get rid of our swamp blob. I don't want to, but we'll get another chance at swamp blob. They replace uncommons. So, how do we want to arrange this? I have no idea right now. Because normally I would want to have more of my things unlocked here. But I think that's going to be the best one for now. We're not scaling as hard as I would like, but I'm not lacking confidence in our ability to take the spider because the spider has been nerfed a little bit. I need defensive boosts. Yes, we're getting some from these guys, but we only have 2 going into it. A level 2 swamp blob. Thank you, game, for mocking me. Okay, as far as our loadout, I am going to be dumb real quick. I'm going to unlock that. I probably shouldn't. We probably should have actually grabbed the miner instead for econ purposes. But we'll have probably another chance at a miner soon enough. And we are not terribly tanky at the moment, but as you can see, we're surviving. Okay, 2 princesses. Do we go, like, even more ham on this? We want to keep you there to keep them leveling up fast. I don't think we go more ham on the princesses. We're already over cap whenever we hit the level 10. I am going to unlock these. Game is tempting me like nobody's business. It's being cruel and unusual because it's usually not this generous with the princesses this early. But now we need one more swamp blob to spawn on this last one so we can actually get more swampy goodness. More swamp ass. But so far we're doing okay. Oh, right in the middle of my princesses. You bastard. And speaking of the swamp blob, speak and it shall happen. That's just pure streamer luck at this point. As far as positioning, we're going to go like that. That way we're only getting a couple of these guys hit, although you are level 2. Let's go ahead and go like that. That way it's the level 1s being kind of ganked around, I guess. As far as rolls, we could actually roll and see if we got another princess. I wasn't hoping for a princess there, but I was actually hoping for a mining guy. If this fails, we can stop midway through the boss and try something else, although I don't think it will. For those of you wondering what I mean by if it fails, there is the ability, like, if you are losing a fight, it is actually possible, and we are out of sync. No! It's actually possible to reset the fight, essentially, is probably the best way to phrase it, by save and exiting and going back to the main menu. I don't think we're going to need to, but right now our princesses are not on the best sync. They keep going after the little side crap. But they're back on sync with the boss's hops. Whenever I say go out of sync, basically it's whenever the princesses drop it towards the end of his movement. Like right there, he's going to hop away, and a lot of those stars got wasted. And now he's about to hit pissy boss mode. We've lost all of our slimes, which is not a good start. Come on, don't hop away. And there, yes, got him. Thank goodness. That made me a little nervous. I haven't had to reset this boss in a long time, but whew. Let's go ahead and go with... We're going to just reduce spell cost. Although this one's slightly tempting. We're not really wanting legendaries in this unless we're going for the demons. Our next goal is to get mechas. Now that we have the princess charge going, we could go for more defenses. I am going to go caretaker on one of the princesses. And do we go full rose? We might end up going full rose. Here, let's go ahead and get this princess going. Not the ideal one, but it works for now. Go like that. We want them all leveling up super quickly. And now we're in position to go with 4 Slimers. Probably next fight. Although, like I said, what I am looking for is a mining guy. Because right now, while we can probably take out most of the trash, which it looks like they're still getting through our slimes. While we can take out most of the trash, I need Econ to be able to start building into the crazy endgame stuff. Which means we need at least 1 mining guy. As you can see, they're leveling up quite quickly. Flawless, that would actually be an okay economic boost. We would make profit on it, but I'm not interested in that right now. There's another princess. That is... We'll take her. We might sell her back if we get that. Mining guy. Don't think we have... Do we have room to squeeze him in? I don't think so. Unless we take out one of our Slimers. Which, frankly, might not be a bad idea. Who's our lowest level princess? The top one up there. So you get to go there. Mining guy, chill down there. Slimer will be back in. Don't worry. In fact, we're going to do that to keep them getting defense. But we need that econ. Getting him levels will do that. Right now, he should... Oh, no, it's 100, I believe, for the first level. He should get close to a level, though. Yeah, just shy. Okay, do we want to increase the level of a random troop? Not really. We do have ourselves another princess. She can go, like... We'll put her in the back line of this. We're not concerned about her getting super high level right away. She'll get some. And we are going to... We're going to start unlocking stuff so we can actually get more space in here. Because we're going to need it sooner rather than later. Because now we are in the mid-stage one, which means we need a tank. Which... I'm not entirely sure if we absolutely need it at the moment. As you can see, we are still taking significant damage. But they should be up over 100 and something by the time we get to the boss for defensive purposes. We'll go Garrison, see if we get something good. There's a cheap princess. Only level 1, but better stats. So we'll take her. Because why wouldn't I? And we need to start unlocking these front lines. So we can get that Slimer in there. You are going to stay there and keep getting levels, my bud. Simply because it makes sense to keep that econ going up as quickly as possible. Because eventually he'll just be able to sustain himself. There's level 3. There's another slime. He's level 2, though. Do I need more? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be those rows. We could use one more princess. But we'll have other chances to get them. And as far as our princess levels... I think we're fine with him only getting 4 of these because they're going to be giving, what, 60 per? Although we could just plop you in there and plop him down there to get all of them still. There we go. That's what we want. Is this fight going to be a rough one? Yes. Yes, this will be. Is it going to be extremely awful? No. It's one of those things where I think our princesses are tanky enough at the moment to hold out on it. Obviously, they're not going to be as tanky as ogres or anything like that, but it holds us for now. Kind of wish we had an ogre at the moment. There's our bombshells. Those are going to be saved for later. And we also have our last slime boy, which probably is going to be gotten rid of relatively soon, but there's another mining guy. There's some princesses. We could use one more for this setup, but I think we're just going to go with what we have. Let them just keep running. We're not optimally arranged at the moment, but we can fix stuff later. This is not a super precise game. I know some people will act like it's, if you make one misstep, you're gonna lose, but not really. Game is actually pretty generous. There's our last princess. We'll re-roll once. What we're looking for now is mechas. And I think we might not be able to get one for a little bit. We want to get this guy out relatively soon, which means we're going to have to rearrange all this, which means this guy is probably going to be going away and just merging into one of these relatively soon. And we'll just have a bombshell back here getting levels. Yes, we want the bombshell to get levels. The bombshell is going to be part of our strategy for the end game. I am not liking the fact that we don't have a mecha yet. That is the only kind of qualm I have. Yeah, end of World 2 is whenever we're going to start encountering them. If we get another barracks, we might go for it. Hey, or garrison, sorry. I keep calling them barracks. Mainly because that's where my brain goes with that kind of stuff. Get your level ups. And I can move this and actually get him down one. Lone wolf. You know what? Why not? Since you're going to be by yourself for a while. We'll unlock that. No bombshell yet. But we're going to have a stronger mining guy. That's going to be better offense. Okay, flawless. Not going to really do too well for us. There's an ogre. I'm not particularly fond of going ogre right now, but it might be necessary. Because we are not getting some of our other options. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Like that, I think, and then get the ogre there so he's at least getting good XP. Then we'll try and get one of the shells. Not shells, the enchants for him. That actually gives him plus defense for XP. So he'll at least grow a little bit faster. The nice thing about the ogres is once you actually get them up, they do splash damage. They can handle pretty much all of the normal encounters. And they're usually tanky enough to handle the bosses. The thing is, they don't go into infinite very well. Whereas Mecha and the Boombers do. That's what we're looking for. Just get him up to level 3. So now he actually gets real growth. Don't want any more princesses. There's our second bombshell. That's going to be important for later. Shop roll. I mean, that's going to be better than some of the other stuff we have, potential. So right now, Ogre not doing too great at the moment. He will eventually get there. We could shift over into Princess Ogre strat from here, and if we were just going for the World 3 ending, and that's just pack a bunch of ogres with princesses behind them and the swamp slimes. But that's not what we're going for here. There's a shaman. Shamana. We might have to actually go shaman. There's our mecha. Yay. Okay, so you are going to go there. Do we actually have room to squeeze Buddy in without getting rid of one of our slimes? We might. I do want to keep the ogre on just for now. In fact, I should swap these two. So he's getting more. The question becomes, where do we put our mecha? We don't need these feeding into princesses anymore. Although their defensive boost is nice. Let's see. So if we go like that. That's not touching him. Yeah, we don't have enough room to squeeze it in without getting rid of one of our slimes. So you, sir, are going to go into that one. That's going to be our princess booster for now. And Mecha's just going to sit here at the front, I guess. Although we need him leveled up. You know what? I'm not going to worry about this guy being isolated. That is 1 extra gold. So selling that guy was absolutely useless at that point. Princesses are doing good. Mecha come here next to him. And we are going to go ahead and drop that in. I might grab a second one just so we can have 2 slimes on them. So we can actually level up the mecha faster. Right now, he's only getting XP from a few things. I could speed that up a little bit by going there. But I think I actually want to go with you up there. We have another level 5. This one's level 5. There we go. I want as many high level ones touching him as possible. And we could move this forward like so to get him a little bit more. Don't want to move this one forward, I don't think. Do I? Since we went through the trouble of doing that, might as well. Get as much going there as possible. I think that's the most XP we can get on him. We're missing 2 from it. And if we swap these 2, that can get him some defensive buffs as well. I think as far as this goes, we swap that out. Even though it's going to be... that's actually no. We need the princesses tanking for now. So that's what we've got. We'll be bringing these guys in probably as soon as we hit World 3. If we hit World 3. We're still not as tanky as I'd like on that ogre because we haven't gotten any of the enchants for it. But at the moment, he's at least surviving the basics. All we need is them to survive long enough to take out the first wave of the tentacle boss, I think. But I could be wrong. If it goes absolutely horribly, we'll figure something out. So 250. Greed is not bad. Rerolls are super expensive here. There's a second mecha. That might be what we do. I'm going to go ahead and just drop charm on him so he gets damage up. And yeah, we're not getting anything else to go with it, so good luck, mechas! Okay, so these, they go down relatively quick. We got through the first tentacle wave without the gargoyle, without the ogre going down. He's going to go down to the second wave of tentacles. The thing is, will our other frontliners survive long enough? This is going to be a rough and very close fight. Because the princesses are not too great at this kind of deal. But I think we got enough defense on them that the tentacles in the back aren't going to be able to take them all out fast enough. Because they only fire 1 laser each. If we had less princesses, we'd be in trouble. Gain 1 for each 10 you have up to 50. No. None of those are great. This... Yes. We have the economy to support that. So now we can guarantee we get spells that we can throw in on our lovely, lovely mechas. Well, that's a different kind of spell than I was hoping for, but it works. Ogre's not where we want him to be. Cheap reroll, yes. Magic gift, that's player again. We already have player on somebody. Go ahead and throw it on you. Glass cannon loses defense and gains offense. It scales with their level, unfortunately, so that's going to outscale these guys. Do we take the extra bombshell? No, we save our money. We don't do the princess. Read. Throw on you. Blood money is not bad. As if we lose a fight at this point, we die. So there's no point in really caring about our life total. I don't think any of this is going to work out for us. Vengeance. I mean, I could throw it on the slimes. They do die a lot. And that will give him a buff. Help carry us through. Selfish is something we will want later on. That said, I could put it on the guy on top and just have him eating off those characters. There's a big risk to that. In that it's going to weaken 2 of our princesses and our swamp blob here. They're going to die more frequently. In fact, let's go like this. Since he has death on him, let's go ahead and get that selfish going. And as this levels up, it'll become stronger. This is going to be our guy for his stats. Bargain, 3 gold for a bunch of life. I mean, why not? And it doesn't matter. I mean, yes, you get less XP, but it doesn't matter which one of these we level up. They are going to be combined eventually. And we are at the point where I'm probably going to get rid of all but one of the slime blobs, because we're not leaning into getting duplicates anymore. At this point, we are leaning into building the units we have into something stronger. Excuse me. Look at that gold. Okay. So as far as who we dump into, that is a whole other question. Sage, on XP received plus defense, you know what? That's going to be for you. And I think at this point we do combine them and get these bombshells growing, or at least one of them growing. That's going to be... Let's go with... Get the vengeance guy up. Why not? This is going to end up with us getting a crap ton of princesses for a little bit. You stay there. You stay there. I think you are going to end up moving to the back eventually. We need to make the space for the bombshell, though. That... Deciding where we want things is a pain in the ass. I'm going to just say it right now. He's not getting his greed just yet. Since this guy is... Oh, wait. Wait. That way for now. And actually, we'll go ahead and dump you in. And he got the reroll one. Cool. Okay, so you're level 7. He's going to eat off of all these. You go ahead and move away from that, because we're going to have that going. Question becomes, who do we actually want to pump up out of all these? We want him getting as much growth as possible. So what's going to need to shift is those guys to the front. I actually think we might go... No, we need everything as much as possible in on the mecha. You go there, you go there, and you go there. So that's everybody on the mecha. This guy's getting a bit of XP. He's getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which isn't terrible. Then we'll have this bombshell here-ish. getting from most of them to leveling up, so we can actually take him into endless mode a little bit easier. I'm gonna... no, we'll save our money for now. We don't have a super high... I should have actually moved the mining guy down 1 so he can get more XP. Bombshell's not going to do much yet. They are our stat boxes. You're wondering what they're there for. They're already level 3. Nice. This guy should have been down 1. Uncommon roll, no. Did get a free reroll from the booms. Mecha, no. We go down to 30. There is a twist. It's not going to do a lot for him. But it is the start. Yes, bombshells are extremely strong. And we will eventually have 2 of them feeding off of each other with selfish. Swamp blob, no. We don't need that anymore. Echo. No. Sniper's pretty fun. That would not be a bad replacement for the selfish. Not selfish, the greed or whatever it is. The 30 gold one. So we will go a sniper. That's all he's going to need for the rest of this, I think. Sage. Yes. Now that one's going to start ramping. And do we stay above 30? We don't really care about above 30. We'll stay above 20. Deal damage to adjacent enemies. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have that. Slightly tempted to move him next to him, but I need this guy as a tank for the final regular boss. Those guys are now very worthwhile. Let's just do an upgrade. Okay, level 9 princess. That's nice. Purse, not going to do anything. I mean, we can throw it in on one of the princesses, because why not? Magic gift. Tribal. That goes in on... Very tempted to try a tribal on those guys one time, but not right now. I forget if that scales with them. I don't think it does. Let's go ahead and do that fight. Yes, I'm keeping the tribal ones away from the soul suckers just because, yeah, it's more beneficial. I don't care if they have defense. As long as they have that one big volley at the very beginning, we're fine. There's a bunch of XP and vibrating screen, which sucks. We'll do vengeance on... Actually, we're not going to do a vengeance. We're going to do cheap rolls. There's another sniper. I mean, that doesn't really help too much. We don't have the enchantment gives us rolls. I mean, gives us gold thing. Zombies. That is going to be a princess thing for a little while. They're not the best summon. The best summon, in my opinion, is the bombshell one. As far as, like, the one you put on here to summon out dudes. Because that keeps things away a little bit better. And do we do magic shop? Yes. There's a greed, bargain, catalysts, nothing great. We'll top off in case we need that life for something else. There's the demolition guy. We will put it in on you. Gives us more summons. I'm going to just go ahead and run to the next area. We need some more money to keep rolling. Flavor. And this guy, as he keeps getting more levels and more XP, he's just going to keep getting stronger. We will eventually need selfish on those two guys, though. We're getting kind of at the point where I'm mildly nervous that we're not going to get it. And we should start leveling the other bomb soon. The question is, where do we stick it? We'll start leveling the other bomb after we get past the boss, I think. Lone Wolf. we already have that on somebody and aren't even using it. Don't care about the mecha at the moment, although it doesn't hurt to get it. There's Rage. Against the machine? Yes. That is not bad either. It works really good getting these guys scaling by 1%, but I'm not too concerned about it at the moment. Yeah, we just keep rolling. We'll take the mecha up another level. This is going to get him more damage per thing, though, so it'll get us a little bit further into the end game. Greed, I'm going to go ahead for now. Plunk that on him. Not going to get any advantage for us just yet, but until we get the selfish on them, that'll at least keep him growing whenever we finally do bring him in. Okay, so that's going. We keep the mecha growing as well, by the way. Not sure what other strategies we go with on this one. This is pretty much my reliable strategy for this. Catalyst doesn't matter. The bombshell, we're actually going to go ahead and get him that. Little treat for you, bud. There's a spell blade. That could be handy when we get into Endless. Now, as far as our positioning here, I'm going to go ahead and move these around a little bit, so they start leveling each other up faster. Because our level 6s are slightly concerning me. Our bombshells, not quite grown yet, but don't worry. Once we start getting crazy money from the gold guys, we can just roll as many times as we want. Look at all that money. Inheritance. That's going to be better for you because that's going to get us more econ. Another tribal. Sure, why not? And no, I don't care that he's eating everything around him. Cauldrons are fun for like hard leveling, but we'll pick it just in case. Magic gift. Sage. That's actually better for him. There you go. I'll get him growing whenever we finally bring him in. Spawns a Phantom. This one and Phoenix are fun for the bombs, but they're not necessary for them. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, it's the best thing ever. It's good for getting through the first 3 stages. You're not going to be using that whenever you go for Endless, though. And we will eventually bring that spell blade in. I'm just debating when I want to do that, because right now we just don't have room for it. Unless we get rid of some princesses, which, frankly, at this point, I don't necessarily want to do because we are relying on XP to grow. That is our scaling tool. And yes, we could buy princesses to keep getting plus level if we wanted to go with that one that gives us plus damage for each thing. That's going to be... Actually, that is worse for him. Because he's not going to get as many of those in a fight. It's fun, but it's not going to work for him. And it's only temporary ones, so it wouldn't work for anybody else. Shadow Step is another good one for the bombshells. We don't care about any of those. What I'm looking for right now is mostly stuff to shore us up on the end. If I can get a selfish in here, I'll be much happier. I'll go ahead and take that. Why not? That's Echo. That's usually better earlier on in the run. There's Phoenix that I mentioned earlier. Sage. Another Phoenix. We're not getting what I want. I mean, I'll take the free bombshell. And we'll take the blood money. But what I am looking for here is freaking... and he's eating all kinds of nonsense. But what I'm looking for here is selfish. And I will put it on the one that's up here first. Pacifist. That is actually kind of fun. We're getting more with this, though. Pacifist is a good early bombshell. Because you lose attack, but you gain defense equal to that, which means you gain attack equal to the amount of defense you gain. It's a ham strategy, but... well, cheese. Ham and cheese. I'm hungry, can you tell? I'm hungry, I'm dad. Okay. I'm gonna go... will that pay itself back? It'll pay itself back. Voucher for a free... There's one of the twists. That's the other thing we're looking for, by the way, are twists. But yeah, after this boss, we're going to rearrange things in here again. Probably going to... we actually probably have the room for it. I'm thinking about it. You guys are down to 1. You move up and that way. That means we're losing 2 of these on the mechas. But they're going to grow. And then we go Spellblade after the boss for these guys. So, free Spellblade it is. Reason being is the ogre's going to hold it for us right now. This guy doesn't get strong enough just yet. He will as we level him up, though. What our goal is right now is to have the bombshells nab off of the other nonsense. I don't know if they can get negative values on defense. I didn't think about that. We might have to move this guy. Although right now he is tankier than the freaking buddy there. Yeah, we might have to move them away from the bombshells for a little bit so they can have time to grow. I don't want you guys to combine. You sit there. Then you come up here and you're going to start getting eaten. That's actually not that bad of a deal. And that's actually going to grow that guy. So these guys will have free reign to grow now. I was being a dumbass before. There's Catalyst. We don't care about that. Magic Shop. Sure. Other... oh, actually, we're going to do Magic Gift first. Magic Shop. There's our first Selfish. But you're going to eat. Reason I'm not taking the higher one is just because he's going to be able to grow easier. Restore, not too bad of a one there for if you're going the other guy. Twist. And yes, we are looking at all the twists, all the Oliver twists. Nothing. Eat all you can from each other. And yes, they will continue to feed on each other. You can see our bombardiers didn't even all die off, our bombshells. That works out nicely. Do we get another twist? We might. We very well might. Now that this guy's been eaten, we can sell him for a crap ton of money and bring in the Spellblades. But this guy is extremely strong right now. Go ahead and get the Spellblade going. Voucher, next troop is free. Get you to level him up. And we roll. And we're starting to get crazy money right now. Curse. Yeah, we'll throw one on them. Why not? There's a spell blade to level him up to 2, so at least he's reasonable now. Surprise, no. Magic shop, yes. Why am I grabbing the curses? Because I feel like it. It's just dumb things to add. And I might actually end up getting rid of the swamp blob eventually. We're gonna probably end up putting him on there though if they get up to level 100. Because someone mentioned that, and that's not a bad idea. Voucher for sure. Glass cannon, no. Rare reroll, no. Flesh wall, no. Although we could put flesh wall on the miner. We will go ahead and take you for free. Magic shop. Magic gift. Demolition on you. Yes, please. Fast learner. Not going to be super beneficial on a lot of us. We're going to put it on you, though. That can boost our econ a little bit better. Inheritance is going to go in on this guy because he's going to be in tough straits. Another boom shell. Not worry about it just at the moment. We're just looking for swaps. Inheritance is not bad. We can throw it on some of these like 1 life ones. They'll be just fine. It's gonna get us some resources. There's another magic shop. Sage, curse, and sage. We have not gotten our second selfish, and we've not gotten another swap in a while. Which is making me mildly concerned. Another fast learner. Do we have anybody that needs to level up fast? I mean, this guy leveling up fast would not be bad. He'd actually be able to tank us for a while, so that's actually not the worst of ideas. There's another magic shop. Still garbage. We could do flawless. That would get us some more money on that. You know what? Fine, we will double flawless. Because it's not giving us anything we particularly want, so why not? And yes, if we get the thing we want, we just lock it. But we did not! Time to die. And everything around the mecha is just 1 life. Here is the boss fight. Excuse me. Do we stand a chance against this one? I think we do. It's not the best of chances because we only have 1 tank at the moment, but... And that only eats units, by the way. That's why I was not afraid to do that. We'll go ahead and do... You know what? Fury, why not? And yeah, re-rolling on this guy is just not going to be worth it. Only time I'll re-roll is if we lose this one and have to quick grab it from defeat, but I don't think we're gonna lose. We have an okay setup for going into Endless at the moment. Not ideal, but okay. Yep, Endless mode it is. Which of these do we go with? We're not taking Sacrifice. Sacrifice is bad. We don't take the roll limit. We're going to take the luck. That lets us re-roll more. Which benefits us greatly. Man, look at all that gold. Okay, do we care about that one? No. Do we care about that one? The bombshell is nice. We're gonna go ahead and start getting that guy leveled up even more. Make an upgrade on somebody. Vengeance isn't great. Selfish, number 2. Now they're gonna start exchanging. Which is exactly what we want. Echo, no. Mecha, no. Although Mecha, we do actually want to be leveling up. He's going to level up pretty easily on his own, though. Cauldron is just there as like an oh shit button, by the way. I don't think we're ever going to use him. The reason I keep him around is in case we need to level something up in a pinch. He can drop in and we can get a bunch of wits and level things up just by re-rolling. What am I looking for right now? Not much, really. We're just trying to roll a bunch and get XP going. We're looking for twist, mainly. And getting extra bombshells doesn't hurt. Magic gift, that's lucky roll. Magic gift, that is flesh wall. We actually run flesh wall on anybody? I think we run it instead of curse. Catalyst, there's another spellblade. Those guys are just gonna, this is going to be holding the line for us, if that makes sense. And no, we will just instantly die if any of the enemies survive, so getting down to 1 life does not matter. I mean, voucher for a free dude is not the worst thing ever. And yes, we are rolling down to 0 each time. There's another, we're finally getting more selfishes. Not that we need them, we have them on 3 characters we need. Inheritance, no. Mecha, no. Only thing we'll take right now is Bombardiers, by the way. I should have taken that magic gift. There's our twist. What a twist. Sorry, M. Night Shyamalan in my brain right there. Pacifist, no. Bombshell, yeah, we'll take a free one. I'm going to put it on the bottom one. Get him some levels, though. I'm waiting for the one that says rarity boost, and it's all legendary already. I'm going to be so mad. Oh, there's our second twist. He getting big. That's what we want. We go for another tribal. I mean, it'll feed him more. And yeah, we just go fight. Now we should be good. Now we probably should start staying above 20. So he does the double golds. But beyond that, we're just going to be rolling like nobody's business. Look at those changes. Cheap roll, yes. This guy's just a temporary, but, I mean, this guy can keep eating more from him, so it doesn't hurt to level him up. Magic gift. Nope. Oh, we are low on money. I'm going to go ahead and just roll this one, then. We're strong enough to take on probably Endless 3 as stands, because our Bombardiers can take out the bosses. Do we go to Tavern or Garrison? I think we go Garrison out of these. Neither of those are good. And I think all of our princesses are level 10, so we are capped at level 100. So we roll down to 20. Do more blood money, because why not? And I shouldn't be spending it on the bombshells, although I just like getting their levels. That's my dopamine. Catalyst, catalyst, bargain. You know what? I'll take it. And we will take a voucher, because if we see another bomb, we can just grab that. Ta-da! Almost a level up for him. Now it is just dig. Dig, dig, dig. Sure, we'll take heals. Why not? We can spend them on upgrading our stuff at the end of each wave. That is literally the only reason I keep life now. Because you have to spend life to reroll the ones at the end of a stage. You can't spend gold on it. Otherwise, Econ would be even more broken. And nope. One more reroll. There's a voucher. Doesn't really matter. But now we get double our gold. This is going to be a crazy amount. Look at them grow. And this is how you get infinite, by the way. You literally just ham these two guys up. You can do it other ways. This is just the easiest one. That's why I'm doing it for this one. We're looking for twists. And that is the only thing I think we actually want are twists. Now that I think about it. I mean, there are other nice things we can get, but... There's a twist for you. Still not crazy numbers. It's only 76 million. As they start getting higher level, those are going to get more ridiculous. Probably I should be buying a few of the bombshells at the moment. Just to get them going at higher percents, but we'll start doing that. Why not? Now you're at 499 million. Go team. We're almost at 20. It's a curse. Oh no, did I go under? No, I didn't. So we just go and fight now. They're still getting decent XP each and every time, though. Both of them should have like 8 people giving them resources there. Not the best one here. I would have rather had demonic survivability or demonic endurance or whatever it is, the plus 10% defense. But we'll take the 10% attack growth. It doesn't hurt. Nothing there. Nothing there. Yeah, we're just rolling. Every day I'm rolling. We could start getting the caretakers on these ones that are around them. It's not going to give them a noticeable boost, but it'll make me feel better. There's a voucher for another free boom. If we ever see it again, we might not see them for a very long time. Because we don't have roll smoothing other than the spell sword here. Sure, go ahead. Should I be focusing in on the top guy? Yes. If I was playing smart, I would be, but you don't have to be playing smart. It's just a matter of getting the kind of stuff squared away that you want and then just going for it. Look at them grow. They're so big now. And literally the only things we should be taking are booms and the whatchamacallits, twists. So until then, we just sit on this. There's a caretaker. I could take it. It's just not going to make a big difference. One more reroll. Magic gift. Aw, it wasn't kind. But get ready for the long haul. This is going to probably be a 3-hour ordeal to get to Endless 25. Are we going to get there? Probably. At least if we keep up the growth that we have right now. And yes, this guy is eating the spell blades to get big. That's one of the things that's going to hold us over. Here, I'll get you another spell blade level up. He's currently doing 210%, so everything gets dropped. Don't know why this guy keeps getting more defense. I don't know why he's positive. He should be a 1-1. Is there a bug with him? Maybe. I don't know. That or it's him leveling up. That could also be it. Him leveling up could be giving him extra stats. Come on. No, we'll take the voucher. Why not? Second voucher. Double mecha. Do I think anything here is going to be good? Probably not. I'm going to miss a twist and somebody's going to call me out in the comments. It's fine. There's a magic shop. Nothing that we want from that. There's another bombshell. Do we level? Nah, we're going to keep going on him. Now, we don't want this guy near them until we get them to infinite. Just as a heads up. Mainly because he will eat them and they'll become a nothing burger. They will never get up to the same stats again. We need to get them to infinite first with the twists. And yes, once this guy gets to infinite, this one will grow really fast as well. There's another selfish if we wanted it. Big boom shell. Ooh, do I go below 20 for it? This guy's giving me 28 gold for not going below 20. No, we don't worry about the level 2 boom shell. We'll get them levels eventually. Obviously, higher level, the faster they grow with the twists. Alchemist, yes, please. What do we get on our opener? Absolutely bupkis. We will take the magic shops whenever we see them. Bargain and blood money. Neither of those are particularly valuable for us, but we'll keep that down there. There's a twist. Magic gift. Do we go for another magic shop? Yes. Now it's just a matter of finding twists and magic sources. There's another magic shop. There's another twist. As you can see, he's getting big very quickly. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take that while we're here. Do I take the cheap rolls? Yeah, we'll take the cheap rolls and just move on. I might sell that cauldron because I don't think we're going to be swapping things around anytime soon. But it's okay. And yeah, he's getting that from leveling up. So once he hits 100, he'll be at 1-1 again. It's another bombshell at least. Let's roll for those twists. Cheap rolls. Bombshell. Don't need selfish anymore. There's a magic shop. Nothing we care about in it. I'm not even looking at their stat growth up there. Yes, I know they are growing as we keep rolling stuff. I do wish that the upgrade one would only affect units that were not max level. But it will just hit whoever, sadly. This one right here. It's just random troop on the field. So once you get to this point, unless you're very lucky, you're going to just be hitting a princess. And yes, we keep the princesses until they're level 100 on the booms. There's some more cheap rolls. Fast learner, no. If we were not this far in, I would consider doing fast learner on the bombshells, but we are at the point where we need the resources. Okay, let's get econ on you. And yes, I do need to keep a close eye on how much gold we have left. Because, I don't want to go below 20 simply because that doubles my income. There's another twist. Not quite infinite yet. We're getting up there, though. Magic shop. Another twist. Take the voucher. Doubt we're going to use it this turn, but hey, it's there just in case. Okay, we have a couple more rolls. The fact that we're getting free rolls is throwing me off a little bit. There's Fury. That's not going to help us very much. And fight. And right now, our bombshells can just kill this guy. It's not a threat. Of course, so can our mech. Plus 10 defense or plus 10% attack. Plus 10% defense. Because those guys do have pretty good defense right now. That causes them to boost their attack by a huge chunk as well. We'll just keep leveling you up, bud. Inheritance, no. Selfish, no. Another bombshell, yes. Yeah, we're just looking for twists. Bombshells are nice, but twists are better. I probably shouldn't be taking... Well, actually, never mind. Those are still better deal. If you actually use the enchant that comes from them. There's a magic shop. Nothing we care about. Now it is literally just... We're digging for these. And these guys are just going to start fueling each other like nobody's business. There's another cheap roll. Cheap rolls are so nice. They live up to their names. Especially whenever you start hitting these late game parts where you just need to be constantly re-rolling. They become extremely useful. I'm going to take the voucher because those guys are 6 usually. And we're almost at the point where we don't have any more swaps we can afford. Okay, fight. It is all about getting as many rerolls as possible now. Just to keep these guys going up. And each of the bombshells going off will take down a stack of enemies. They are just... We've escalated so much faster than the enemies that it's not even a deal at the moment. And our currency thing is just making it even better. This guy might hit 100 before we get them up to infinite, though, unless we get really lucky with the magic. And I'm actually surprised. Did they do a stability pass? Because usually by now we would be lagging like hell. We are getting a little bit. If you didn't notice, we're getting like a pinch every now and then when we go to reroll, and I should have grabbed that magic shop. But each time we reroll, you'll see there's sometimes just like a little hitch. By now in the other one, we were at every single roll, just absolutely chugging. It was like the whole system was just going to a stop. I'm gonna go button blind here eventually. Happens whenever I'm re-rolling in Baldur's Gate as well. And that's basically where I'll just keep re-rolling and then I'll roll past what I want. Just because I've been rolling for so damn long. As you can see, bombshells stick around. They're not even going away. They're that strong. Each one going off just means they don't have a reason to go off anymore. That and our laser guy's doing a lot of work. Let's go tavern. Wisdom broth is not that bad of a pickup. Now it's back to the roll. Every single stage we go to, we are doing this. Because we are going ham. There's a magic shop. Pacifist, no. I keep seeing these things that I would take in normal playthrough, and there's no reason to grab them at this point. And yes, he's going to keep getting exponentially larger as he gets more levels, because he's going to keep eating off of that guy. There's our free reroll popping in. We only have like a 30% chance. I could stack up all the princesses with those, and it would be kind of... I don't know if we'd actually end up with just infinite rerolls. We might with that. Just because I didn't like him being that close to a level and not leveled. If I see more of them, it is... If you're curious, where is it hiding? Who do I have it on? Oh, maybe I don't. Oh, no. We actually have... It's the modifier there. The ones on them give us gold. That's what I was thinking of. Where you do reroll and you get a gold. It should have an icon kind of like the dice, except it should have a coin next to it. I probably missed a twist because I wasn't actually looking at the screen properly. There's player. Magic gift. Nope. And onward we go. Dude be eating everything. Good lord. Next up, I mean, we could keep pumping this guy so he gets even more from him, but at the same time, it's a lot of gold for very little return. If I see one of the ones that gives us gold on reroll, I will start taking those. This is something else to be looking for. Take the voucher because it's cheaper than the booms. There's a magic shop. Cheap roll, yes. Another magic shop. Actually, I haven't seen the roll and get gold one in a while. Which is kind of weird. It's not the worst thing ever, it's just kind of weird. And yes, having the smaller shop does mean we're less likely to get twists. I don't think it's going to stop us, though. And this is why I cut the last one. We're not cutting this one, because I actually had someone think that I was cheating, funnily enough. So, we're doing it completely uncut for your enjoyment. This does not require cheating to do. This requires planning and actually knowing what to freaking pick. No, we don't care about any of those. We don't care about that. Magic gift. Energize is cute, but not for us. Cheap roll. Magic shop. I'm really surprised. Oh, we'll take the cheap roll. Not seeing anything I want. I think we might have actually just passed one of the things we wanted. There you go, bud. Get big. Get swole. And I just passed up a boom. Yeah, we'll take another thing of cheap rolls. Why the heck not? There's our bombshell. We're not going to be able to afford to get a twist or anything like that. But if we see it, we can lock it and just go for it next time. You know what? We'll just lock that. Boop. Get ourselves a magic shop at the start of the next one. Look at all that gold. Man, he didn't even get to move. We're going to go with the defense boost. That gets us closer to infinite. Infinite is a very large amount in this game. It's... Oh, God. Is it like the quintillions or something like that? Or septillions? It's up there. But yeah, I've probably passed the coin one a few times. Should probably have taken that voucher. There, we'll take that voucher. We are starting to have trouble clicking on things. So if we get to that point, I will have to exit and re-enter the game, but at the same time, I said I was going to do this unedited, so maybe not. Maybe we just deal with the lag. That's one thing I do think they need to figure out a fix for. I don't know what's causing it, though. Otherwise, I would make a recommendation for it. But alas, my ass, no such luck. Another voucher we'll take. It's not greed. Sage. There's another twist. Getting close-ish. Keep twisting. There's another one. The exponential growth is beautiful. Are we terribly concerned about this? Not really. Once we get infinite, we're just pretty much coasting to the end of this. Although we're going to probably want to be keeping the booms around for a while. What other kind of stuff can we do? Not much. Not without ruining our chance of getting to 25. That's the downside. Not much. There's not much we can do without ruining our chances of getting up to ridiculous levels of power. Here's yet another one. Not quite infinite yet. Can take you as well. I'm gonna go ahead and grab him. If we get another twist, I'll be upset, but we'll be fine. Look at those numbers. They go off the edge of the screen. And they're eating 5% off of each other. Now, one thing I might do is have them go infinite and then just move one next to the mecha. He's currently doing 295%. The question is, which one would we want to put over there? I don't know. Not that, not that, not that, that. Yeah, just rolling. Oh, I probably should have taken that bombardier. The bombshell down there. Because our bombshells are not gaining levels as fast as our mecha. Our mecha is our end game. He's the one we're building up for the final push. But he's going to be level 100 soon enough that we don't need to be dumping into him just yet. Come on, game. Be kind to me. No such luck. Jeez. That's a level 2 bombshell? No, we're not taking that. It's not worth the money right now. It just costs the same as getting 3 singular bombshells. That's the lucky roll is the one I was talking about, by the way. We could take it. You know what? You go ahead and level up. Just because I hate having them that close without them being leveled up. And I know it's feeding into it not being as strong as it should be, but my butts. Is that going to be irritating? What I'm hoping for right now is another alchemist. Because that's going to be our best chance at getting it. Merchant is not good. Tavern is not good. We'll go merchant. He does enchantments, not the other stuff, unfortunately. This can only happen 3 times per turn, so you don't really get infinite money from it. But that is, if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 princesses. You can kind of imagine how that could get kind of nice. That's 36 gold per turn just for re-rolling. It pays for itself very quickly. You know what, we'll go ahead and throw one on there instead of curse. I'm not going to re-roll this shop because this shop doesn't have anything for us. And yes, I am mostly just looking at the right over here to see what enchant we get, or what spell we get, technically. So if I miss some stuff on the left, that is why. It's mostly between viewing right below this spot and viewing this spot. That's literally all I'm looking at. Just to see if we get what we want there, and if we get... So that's why I'm rolling past certain things. Like, we can go voucher bombshell, for example. Ta-da. Magic gift, not what we want. Magic shop, again, not what we want. We'll take the voucher, though. Caretaker, no. Blood money, no. Voucher, we already have. Yeah, and the only reason I'm checking over on the left every now and then is so I don't go below 20 gold. So whenever I get to like 30, I'm watching that a lot more closely. Except for after we get multiple cheap rolls in a row. Are we going to hit infinite soon? Yes. There's another voucher. We only take it whenever we don't have a voucher sitting in there, by the way. Okay, magic shop. Nothing! We're not going to be able to afford a swap if it comes up, by the way. We have 23 gold. But if it comes up, we can lock it. And yes, I could take blood money. Not going to really influence me a lot to do that. It's been a while since we've gotten a twist. I mean, we are only on Endless 4. We're not going to run into things that can stop the bombshells anytime soon. And it is literally just keep rolling this. Cheap rolls, always a good pick, unless we are out of money. And yes, this guy getting up in levels is going to help out. He gets up to 500% at max. So he'll steal 500% and make himself huge. Just absolutely massive there, don't you know? I should probably stop taking the magic gift ones and just keep re-rolling. Like, magic shop is worth it, because that gets us 3 of them. But... damn, Nat. Thought you had left me alone for a while there. Nope. There's our twist. Still not infinite. Actually, mildly surprised. We're gotta be getting close. For some reason, I remember it being not too far off of this. There's another magic shop. We'll take the cheap rolls. Another magic shop. Another magic shop. I should have taken the other cheap rolls as well. But I was hypnotized by those magic shops. Do 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 do. Absolutely nothing. Back into our own money instead of our cheap rolls. Game, I can barely see the end of that number. It to me. And yes, if we mess up and go below 20, it's not the end of the world. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and lock that. Look at that twist sitting there. Taunting us. Teasing us. It's not quite what we want. Look at them numbers. And yes, I do feel compelled to wave my cursor over the top of those. You don't actually pick them up. Come on, game, be kind to me. Cheap roll, yes. Another one. Are we gonna just get into an endless cheap roll loop? Eventually, maybe. Speak of the devil. Because not only do we have the cheap roll, we have the one that gives us, each time we roll, we have a chance to get a free roll. I am resisting the urge to take the free magic ones. Only magic gift is just one. My brain just wants to grab them. It wants to grab the bombshells as well. Just one little magic gift wouldn't hurt. That's what my brain just did right then. And yes, magic gift can give you twist. It's just not super common. Okay, keep going. I mean, oh, there's one of our twists. I almost rolled past that, by the way. As you can see, we're starting to get the zeros at the end. That's a good sign. That is always a good sign. And if we go down below 20 on accident, I'm going down to 0. Should have taken that cheap roll. At this point, I am just kind of like blindly rolling. And I see the item after I roll. Now, another thing I could do, if I don't want the mecha to completely drain them, would be to actually have them park near the weaker of the two bombshells and siphon through. It's not always bad. There's another twist. Come on. I clicked on it, but it was just like, no. Game is hurting. Game is struggling. Nope. Not getting too lucky with these. There's a cheap roll at least. Come on, rarity boost. No. Sniper, no. Badge, no. Rage, no. Come on, give me the good stuff. Sorry if I go silent for a lot of this. I have run out of things to say about like 30 minutes ago about this strategy. There is nothing for me to add on the topic. You want to see the progress? Oh, oh, fuck me. Can I go back? Can I go back one? I told you I would do it. I would get roll blind. Suck a nugget. Hopefully that's the only one we missed. My brain processed that it was there, like the roll after. I almost clicked another time past it. Now here's a thing you can cheese, by the way. If you're having an existential crisis about missing those, just go back to the main screen and you come back in, and you want to know what will happen? If you go back to the main screen and you come back in, you'll get new rolls. RNG resets. We're just gonna go merchant. And I hate how the screen flashes red, by the way, whenever we lose all our bombshells, because that is losing more of our stats. Like if we look at this, look how much damage those are. This guy's doing a lot of work, but if we don't get another twist for like a year and a half, I'm gonna be sad. Come on, give me the twist back. I know it's in the pool. Thank you kindly. But yeah, you need infinite to handle the last area, by the way. That's what you need for reaching 25. Because if I remember correctly, 25 is just the enemies are infinite. Okay, recording is still going fine. I was like, I just saw something move on the side screen. I was like, wait a minute. Something bad just happened. Because I have Discord and stuff open over there. There's another one. I can taste it. I've said that several times now. There's another. Wow, we've gotten a few on this one. I'm very happy about that. Do we get one more? Is the game going to be generous to me for once? Usually it's not. Usually I have like the worst RNG out of everybody. Look at those big pluses that they're getting. And yeah, the zeros are a very good sign. Because that's telling you how far out it's actually calculating. These would be varied by now. But it only goes so many digits out. Do you think he stands a chance? I don't think he does. And on the run where I was just like, I got bored at 20. Well, technically that one went to 23. I got bored and started like jacking with stuff. I decided to like have a demon eat them and do all this other random stuff. Just because I do get bored a certain distance in. We're only at Endless 5. We're going to be at the point where things are just ridiculous already. Oh, I missed a magic shop there. There's a cheap roll at least. There's another one. Bargains, no. And another reason I keep missing the twists is I keep thinking they are Furies. Because whenever we get there, you'll see that it looks kind of similar to Fury. At least whenever you're clicking through like a madman. There's our next twist. But yeah, the more zeros we see, the closer we are to getting that. And yes, I do recommend restarting the game at least once while you're doing this. Just because otherwise you will end up having the issue of it just getting super laggy. Like right now, we're starting to see it. We are definitely going to see it by the end of Endless 20. If it's this bad already. 10% defense. Just keep it going. Keep it rolling. I better see what that thing was. Yeah. Another Fury. Cute. Don't really care about Fury. Every day we're rolling. Oh, there's another cheap one. I need to stay on top of actually looking at those. Otherwise, bad things will happen. But yeah, you get to a point where it's just like your brain just goes. Bleh. I love endless challenges, and I was one of the people pushing for an endless mode in this. So I might as well do it. See how it goes. There's a magic shop at least. Garbage. We just need about like 95 million more twists and we'll be perfectly fine. What's 5% of infinity? God if I know. About to find out. But yeah, Chaos Lords, they're the other way you can get to infinite. You basically set up they cycle into each other. You get 2 high level Chaos Lords and have them just be feeding into each other. And then you cycle it using princesses or cauldrons. You need better econ than this one, and it's a lot less reliable. But that is how you do it with them. There's another 0 added to that nonsense. There's some more zeros. And no, this is not enough to beat 25. So how is everyone else doing? If you've made it this far into here, congratulations. You have the patience of a saint. I'm trying to think of a catchphrase that isn't going to just show up in the comments down below. Because my brain, it has been addled and rattled. One more and fight. Actually, tell you what, if you've made it this far in, comment what part of Endless we reach Infinite at. For our characters, not the enemies. That's a fun one. That's the only thing I can think of that isn't going to just be a cliche, stupid phrase that everybody's going to be wondering what it is down there. And if I die, put an F down there for F for respects. Which, realistically, I actually should lose at one point. Even if we do get to Infinite, there are enemies with Infinite as well. Do 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 do. But yeah, the scaling does get a little bit ridiculous. Right now, we're still in that, oh, it's not so bad stage of enemy scaling. They're only at what, 25 grand? That's nothing. I'm gonna get you that because I don't like you being that close to a level up and not having it. There's another one. Still not infinite. You smell it? Can you taste it? You feeling lucky, punk? But yeah, you can do this. You could probably do this earlier if you geared specifically towards it. I wouldn't trust a bombshell outside of normal as a starter, but you can do it. It can get ridiculous. All the free rerolls. Every now and then they seem to just show up in clusters, if you haven't noticed. So that leads me to believe that the RNG is basically extremely simple RNG. Like based on clock or something like that. Just a seed off of clock kind of situation. All those zeros, we're getting close on both of them, actually. You know what? Devil's game. Eeny, meeny, miny, ho. Grab that one. Groovy. 102 to everybody. More power to you, bud. We'll go ahead and give you that so you get level 80. Give the mecha a little treat. Would have rather had the money one, bud. I know. Gift horse, mouth. Blah, 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 blah. Our damage on this guy is actually sticking out in front of our line, by the way. If you didn't notice, it's just there, chilling for no reason. And that's without it getting big because they got a level up. Well, not level up, a stat up. I probably should have taken that magic shop. I'm just getting lazy at the moment. Epic rolls. Thunder rolls. The lightning strikes. Bow, bow, bow. I don't even like that song. It's just ingrained in my skull from my childhood. For those of you wondering where that comes from randomly, that is it. Hello, big bad boss. How you doing? Now we get another 90, so we'll be at 180. Sorry, we're going to be at 160. No, we're at 144. I guess I just didn't even think. I never do that anymore. Who wants thoughts? You can be smooth-brained. And skip your twists. And yes, when they eat each other, they grow even more. That's why they're growing so fast as well, outside of getting the twists. Because when you start battle, it steals 5% of the adjacent one's stats. So no, it's telling however many large number that is to that large number. And yeah, well, all I'm going to grab from here on out is twists. I'm tired of looking for the other things. My mouse finger is actually not cramping, but disappointed in me. Go through this game, by the time you beat endless mode, you got the most swole index finger ever. If you're playing with a mouse and keyboard. I think there are console versions of this. I did not check. There's Magic Gift. Very tempting. Magic Shop. We'll take a Magic Shop. Why not? Bunch of charms. There's a Sage. You know what? Just so they're not free anymore and tempting me. And nothing. Consume. I love that. Do we reroll for defense ones? Sure, why not? That's why we save the points there. Ta-da! Now they're going to get their attack. Probably going to get attack up to infinite first. I don't know if it's going to be super close together. It's been a long while since I did this, because I think the last time I really went ham on stats was in the freaking playtest. Should have done... If we come across a magic shop, I might still take those. Nope. Not taking the magic gifts anymore. Mainly because it's only one thing. There's another twist. Still surprisingly not infinite. Another one of you. They're just getting to be gross numbers at this point. Here's some more cheap rolls. I mean, he's still getting pretty big. He's in the millions. He's able to handle these guys still. So I don't really have to worry about him not being infinite yet. We are starting to see that lag get real down there. That is not the recording. That is not YouTube. That is literally, we have accumulated so much gold and rerolls that it causes issues. Should I start making Chaos Lord stacks? They kind of... I don't particularly like them. But we'll take one in there. It's just like something we can consider later. Maybe do it on World 25. That'd be kind of fun. World 25 and kind of go just complete ham on that. And one more reroll and fight. Whenever the numbers start reaching the enemies, we know we're going to be having problems. There's our first infinity. Infinity. There we go. So all we need is a swap and we're there. Now we can start just leveling up the mecha. Because all we need is one swap and these guys are good. So we'll be buying mecha to get him to 100. Those are our purchases now. That and of course swaps. If we don't see another swap, I'm gonna be so sad. It's just gonna be ridiculous. There you go. You're level 88 now. That's going to be 440%. Of course, 440% of freaking infinite is still infinite. And we'll probably have him seal it one round and then move him off of it. In case anybody's curious. That way they can go back up to infinite. Probably pretty quickly, with considering they'll be just leeching off of another infinite. But all we need is one twist. And it's never going to give it to us now. Because it knows I want it. I am stubborn, game. I will make it. Oh! Mm-hmm. It knew I had zoned out a little bit while re-rolling. It knows. It knows these things. You can smell it. Don't worry, we'll get another one. No, we don't want you. Okay. One more re-roll, nothing there. All we need is them to get their infinite defense, and then we can start just doing whatever we want with the other units. We only need to keep 10 of the... I'm very tempted by that forgotten treasure. Okay, there's our twist. We can do whatever we want with the other units. We could start the spell blades on the infinite path as well. So that one's infinite. This one's going to get infinite next time. We eat this one with him. After it becomes infinite. That works. Okay, so how do we rearrange this? To get everyone to infinity and beyond. I mean, I can grab more selfishes. You just make everyone into one. Cauldron, just go away. Now I'm trying to think of how we arrange. Chaos Lord, you will get another one of you later. Okay, so you go there. Fuck. I said go there. He's just like, no, I must remain. No, you must not. Now we're just rolling for selfishes. And we'll just start getting selfish on everybody. I mean, I could twist them again. It's actually not the worst thing ever because they do actually still have their internal numbers. Just doesn't display because they're so big. Do we want to do another twist? Sure, why not? Gain double infinity, you little butts. And I think we might not get another selfish. And once we get this guy stolen down to him, we might take him off of selfish, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter that much. The ones we'll be getting selfish on are going to be... We'll do a princess. Do that princess. And continue. Ta-da! Everybody is infinite. It does get stupid. I'm sorry. We're just looking for selfishes now, because we'll just have everybody be infinite. We don't even care about twists anymore. Because it's just 5%. How lucky are we going to be on selfishes? Probably not very. I had to take a wild guess. Everybody's infinite. If everybody's infinite, nobody's infinite, right? Okay, so... You next. We're still not even max on our freaking mining guys. But yeah, now I am literally just looking for selfish. Because last fight, he was still the god. I don't know if we can drop them back below infinite. I think we'll leave him there to find out, because we've already basically got this won by him. I mean, I could twist them to keep them for sure up. Still have all the freaking nonsense here. Should I just charge to the end at this point, probably? Instead of re-rolling to try and get everybody to infinite? Probably the right thing to do, just so we're not here all afternoon. But, now that we've started the cycle, it's not going to hurt to roll for a little bit more to get this to be stupid. Here, get twisted. And still not getting anything that we particularly care about. I think we're probably going to ditch the swamp blob, by the way. Start a second mecha. Swamp blobs are neat. They're fun. They're just whatever. We might end up selling them for extra money. Just to torment some people in the comments. He's been with us since the beginning. Is he the... Actually, would he be the blob of Theseus at this point? It's a combination of the blob that was originally here from the beginning. There's another selfish. Let's go with... I'm going to put it on him. Only going to be 5%, but... There we go. Do we do glass cannon? No. Phoenix. Yes. Bargain, no. Flesh wall, no. Cheap roll, sure. We're just looking for other things to kind of mess around with. I got you, you little bastard. Felt that like crawling on my hand for like a split second. I was like, I know what I must do. Must end him. Nat is dead. Wow, we are just not getting good rolls on those magic shops, by the way. Now for some more infinites. 10% on all troops. Sure, why not? We care about the extra gold at the moment even? Not really. There we go. We now have a low-level infinity guy over here. Do we just... I mean, this is a possibility. I could go all infinite mecha on the field. Could go all infinite spellblades. There is dumb shit we could do if we just get all of the... I think I prefer having the princesses because they're small, oddly enough. We literally could go wall-to-wall princess. Thing is, their multipliers aren't as good. Sorry, I leaned back to stretching. Forgot, I'm talking into a microphone. Okay. Another thing we could start getting... Yes, I keep dumping like extra infinity into them. But another thing we could possibly do is get the ones that cause us to do extra attacks. Like the jolt and stuff like that. That would not be that bad. So Jolt, Selfish, Meteor, Inferno's not bad. And putting them on people like this. Venomous only works if they die. Cheap roll. I don't really need cheap roll at this point. We have the economy to just do whatever the hell we want. Now we're going to get all the twists, by the way, instead of the selfish. At this point, I don't need the extra money. There's a jolt. I'm going to put it on you. You stop stealing from people. Stop being a little thievy bastard. There's another selfish. Why did I put it on him? So he can feed it to the other ones easier. Jolt. I'll put a jolt on you. Now we have all kinds of weird shit going on. And I'm actually going to go below 20 just to mitigate some of the lag at this point. But we are infinite at the moment, which sure is fine. And yes, they are feeding each other infinity into infinity. So it just gets ridiculous. I think, you know what? Since we already have so many infinities. I'll give it a few rounds of rolls, but then we're just going to charge through and fight everything. See how fast we can push through from this to the end. Oh, I just missed my selfish. Damn it. I was going to take that. Give me back my selfish. Get another one, I'll take it. And I had already clicked, and it just sits there. It's due to the lag. I can see it just sitting there, and I'm like, oh, we're not going to get it. And we, passed by 2 of them on the way to the bottom. Not that we particularly need them. It's just whatever, but... I think the spell sword would not be a bad one. I do like that we're still getting like plus 48 from crap as well. Yeah, I am definitely going roll blind at this point. There's a selfish. I'm gonna put it on you. Move you over here. Put this guy up here. Get you that love as well, because you know what? You have been integral. My friend, you have been integral. Do I really care about getting everyone to infinity? Part of me kind of does. At the same time, it's kind of like, whatever. We've already won. Should probably take the enchants off of sword guy before we get there. Next shop only contains enchantments. Sure, we'll try it. Now we're just going to get up to ridiculous amounts of money. Though I'm not even sure I should be doing that at this point. And I'm compelled. Go through this stack of cash and then we're just not worrying about it anymore. 300 and something gold is more than enough. There's a sniper. Don't really care about that. Yeah, we're just looking for selfish. We're going to put them on the characters that are just kind of like sitting up near the top. Oh, I had already clicked. It just hadn't finished loading yet. Yes, I'm clicking faster than it loads. That is my own damn fault. Means we're not going to get everybody to infinite. Lucky roll, selfish. I said it out loud as I saw it go up and I had already clicked again. I need to slow down my roll, otherwise we're just going to miss them all. Because as you can see, there is a delay as it comes up. Let's go ahead and go for... you. Why the heck not? They might as well all share in the doom. I should probably get, like, Flesh Wall or something for this guy, so we just have the ungodly zombies, and I did not even see that selfish there until after I clicked. That one was not the lag. That was the dumbs. I was talking about a different item and didn't even, like, cross my brain that I was looking for a different one. Do 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 do. You get Jolt for now. I said you get Jolt for now. I might take Demolition as well, because it'd be fun to just spawn more infinite booms as well, because 10% of infinite is still freaking infinite. Cheap roll, no. Promotion, no. Curse, no. Although, curse on these guys, I kind of want to see how high it goes whenever they're at 100. Slightly tempted to take it on him. If I see another curse, remind me, and I will grab it. Because you can totally talk into the past, right? Do I need to do a stream of this where we just do a 3-hour stream one day? Just go ham on this nonsense? Please tell me no. Sniper. Magic Shop might have actually been a decent thing to grab there. There's another selfish. And another. It's giving them to me now, which is making me nervous. Although we haven't seen Curse in a while now. Oop. If we see it along the way, I'll take it. But otherwise, this is what we're ending up with. Just a bunch of infinity into infinity into infinity and beyond. I do love that them walking into it does damage, like a fraction of the damage, because you're only hitting one of the guys at a time. So the guys are dying as they walk into it. It just doesn't show anything. Should we get an infinite spirit? Actually, and I just missed the curse. If I see another spirit, I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. There's the curse that we wanted to see. We'll put it in on you. That is minus 400. That's not that great. There's a meteor. I mean, we might as well throw it in on you to see if we can, like, uninfinite ourselves, but I don't think we can. I'll go with Jolt on you. If we can uninfinite ourselves, that's going to suck a little bit, but I don't think we can. Not that these guys could ever drop below it, because they've basically cycled themselves up so many times that they're multiples of infinite. Infinite times 1200. Oh, and there was a spirit back. You didn't tell me that there was a spirit there, you guys. You're supposed to catch me before I roll past them. I keep making that joke. Someone's going to get pissed about it. I'm probably not going to care. If you're getting pissed about something like that, you have bigger problems than just me re-rolling past shit. We need an all-common shop. Garrison, sure. Maybe we'll get a Wisp. Nope. Got a Necro. You want an Infinecro? No, you do not want an Infinecro. Okay, so you do Ice Bolt. A level 69. Nice. Meteor is gonna be you. There's another selfish. There's a frenzy. Woo. But yeah, at this point, we could turn anything into the end game build. Because we have infinites on multiple characters and it's just kind of cycling around. There's another selfish. Shellfish? Selfish? Whatever you want to call it. Just don't get radioactive shellfish. Yes, I'm taking the jab. Yes, it's already out of date because that was weeks ago. I'm still gonna make it. Common. Hey, and we get our spirit. Now we just need another... Ha ha! Ta-da! Now it's going to be an infinite spirit. So that's just going to turn everyone on the board into infinite whenever we do that. So I'm probably going to change some things up whenever we go to pop him. Ta-da! Now it's an infinite spirit. What's the best unit? I don't know. But now we have an infinite spirit that we can sell to nuke everything. It's 175% of its infinite to all allies. You get to come off the board for a minute. You get to come off the board for a minute. You get to go on the board for a minute. You get to come off the board for a minute. What do we want to make infinity infinity? What kind of jerk does not get any kind of love? What unit does not get love? I mean, the golden blob doesn't get love. Oh, never mind. Huzzah. Buy you. Sell you. I said sell you. Onyx Dragon. Okay. I'm sorry, blobs. You're not getting the love today. Dragons are. There's a blue dragon. Probably our least favorite of the dragons. There's a red dragon. Probably our most favorite of the dragons. So, blue dragon... you suck, sir. We're gonna go with black and a red dragon. My two favorite dragons. Everybody get infinite. Okay, so everybody is maxed out now. Let's go ahead and get... I guess I'll go Mecha in there. I probably should have put the Swamp Blob in there before that, but... Do we need all the princesses out? We need them all to have Selfish, too. Not really. Oh, we could have gone Towers. There's a Flesh Wall. We don't care about locking it. Now we're just looking for fun enchants to throw on people. Sniper Dragon? Sure. Give this guy some jolt. Give... Actually, no, we're going to give you Inferno. That way you deal damage to all adjacent enemies. You're just going to be that jerk. At this point, I'm having fun for me. We've already won. This is just me doing weird shit for weird shit's sake. You teleport. No, we don't need that. We could have actually gone Infinite King. I'll go Sustainer probably on you, just so we have somebody who's just immortal, essentially. Because it heals by 1%. We'll drop and energize. Do it on one of the selfish ones first. So now they're fast. They're already max level, so the rest of that doesn't matter. Now just give me the ones I don't want. You know, earlier it would have just given me... I could have taken that restore, actually, now I think about it. There's the one to summon the booms. Put it on you. Do we have any more selfish up besides the bombs? No. We don't care if they have selfish, because they just keep each other fed. There's a jolt. Probably should have taken it. That is a very strange smell. Very sweet smell. You're gonna go for retribution. There we go. Now we can just charge through. Everybody's gonna have infinite. And it's just instant death. Enchantments. So it's infinite versus infinite enemies. Is what we're gonna eventually have. See if this shop has anything fun in it. It does not. We're gonna start lagging really hard, so I'm just gonna leave my mouse down there. The reason we're gonna start lagging really hard is because I'm not spending any money, so we're gonna keep generating more money. I suppose I could swap them out for the princesses. In fact, I think I might do that to mitigate some of the lag. Actually, we don't have any more princesses. You, sir, are an infinite. Goodbye, Swamp Blob. You've served us well. You don't get to see the very end of this. Infinity Princesses. That's Meteor. That's... Teleport's kind of fun. Which ones do we actually want to... We'll take out the ones that have the group love thing going on. You come down there and keep them leveling up. In fact, I should... I'm going to sell the miner. I know. Oh no, we're losing our income. Whatever will I fucking do? You get to go up there. Because I want these guys, the Dragoons, getting all the XP. So they can level up. They're not going to get to level 100, but better than a sharp stick in the eye for them. And we go other mecha? And yeah, they're not getting XP from all of these, but it's fine. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, they can get up to level 100. We haven't capped them off. But now we have AoE infinities, we have melee infinities, we have enough enemies going that the bombs don't even have a chance. We're not getting a whole crap ton of extra gold to add more lag. Although rerolls will add lag. So I need to be careful about that. Oh no, we got another 150 to everything. Of course I get the good ones whenever we're doing that. Can't get them during the actual campaigns. Yeah, I mostly just don't care about getting more money on this. I don't think there's a way to get infinite money. Effectively endless money, yes. Infinite money, no. Because there's no gold multipliers. There's interest up to a certain point. There's flat just gold from things. Like if we had just a field full of max level mining guys, that would be a decent amount of money, but I don't see it being one of those things where we actually could get actual infinite. Sniper dragon. Yay, more XP, more infinite. Is this a beautiful squad or what? Like I said, we could go all infinite mechas if we just grab mechas and selfishes as we went. But for the time being, not really worth it. We should one-shot every boss. I do like that he's continually getting buffed by the levels of the units on the field. So he has an extra 90,000 sitting underneath. But yeah, this is pretty much what the rest of it's going to be, is us just charging through to the end. Got a field of infinity. And yes, we could have had infinity probably sooner. We could have done the wisp thing sooner and just gotten everyone infinite without looking for all the selfishes. I could have actually, I could get a sprite on the bench for in case we wanted to just completely swap what we were using. Use something extremely stupid for the screenshot. Use something extremely stupid for the screenshot. I need common rolls. I also need to get myself a miner again because we're going to run out of money. There's our sprite. That is tempting. That is just dumb enough to be hilarious. Would people actually click on that, though? I'm trying to think what we'd actually want as our unit. Cauldrons? Maybe. That would not be the worst thing ever. Roboids? Those would be hilarious. In fact, roboids might be it. Okay, so we have selfish for you. So we're going to go ahead and make our sprite. Trying to think what else we would actually want. Oh, I just thought of what we could do. We go all miners. That is just dumb enough to be... Just call it the power of money? No, I'm not going to go full clickbait on this. What else do we want in here? We're not getting any of the common drops anymore, which is hilarious to me. It's actually harder to get the low-level guys now than it was when we didn't want them. Which one of you has curse on you? You can go ahead and go over here. This guy can squeeze there. Slightly tempted to sell that guy for 71. Think we toss you on the board over here. You started leveling up because we're actually going to want the money. Godly. Because we're going to need to reroll quite a bit. I don't know if this will actually work long term, though, because they're small. So they actually have a decreased power. We'll see. That's not what I wanted to do, game. Not even remotely what I clicked. There you go. Continue. The power of the infinite princesses? Possibly. Yeah, that's going to be more fun than dragons, even. Oh, no. No. Even funnier idea. The infinite burrowers. If it fails, it's my own damn fault, but... We haven't even seen a level 100 burrower yet, so miners, you get to actually go away. You're going fucking burrowers. And they'll actually provide us the gold we want as well. In case anybody was curious. Okay, so we need princesses squared up to actually get this guy levels as well. That way he can actually... What did... Okay, I don't know what that was. You come over here. We are lagging hard. Okay, so we need him out. We don't need either of the mechas out right now. They're not necessary, but having it's not going to hurt. There's our power nut. Go ahead and give it to him. There's our gold sprout. Yeah, at the start of a roll, we'll actually get them. We're just going to go all burrowers. You're infinity, so we will sell you eventually. This is ours. Wow, come on, game. Stop fucking with me. Let me put down my unit. Thank you. It's the downside of being this far in and this laggy. I could go sniper on them just so they stay back. Probably not the worst of ideas. There's sorcerers. That's a legendary roll. Don't care about that. Summon the bombs. See, this is what happens when I get bored, is I will start trying to think of dumb things to do with it, and then I get distracted. This is where we end up. No, none of them are the ones we want. We do have a good chance of getting them at the start of each one. I'm just getting through all my rolls now. And yes, we will need at least one thing on the board to handle the enemies, even with infinite, because our bombs will not hold up. We're just looking for common roll and any kind of burrowers. Oh, I just clicked past them like a freaking idiot. Well, we had one that we missed. It's fine. There's another spirit if we need it. Considering we have 784 gold, it's going to take a little bit to get through it. So if you guys have a patience issue, tough, I guess. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not editing this one. That's cheap roll. That's not what we want. Common roll. Oh. I hate having to take so long to just sit there and wait for it to come up. They really do need to fix that. Whatever leak is happening that causes it to do the lag. I think it's like trying to retain the entire like information about the full run somehow, and I'm not sure how it's saving it. But it's like it's trying to save it to the hard drive or something. It feels very strange. Or it's like it's trying to save every step that you've taken along the entire run. Which is a way to track all the stuff, but frankly, there should just be a value that it updates for each value that you're tracking. It shouldn't have to keep a log of everything you've done. But I could be wrong on that guess. Because I am not a... I'm not a professional programmer. I did go to school for software engineering, but I am not an employed programmer, and I just saw him after I rolled. That one was on my fault. That was not lag. That was me looking over at the right to look at the spells rather than looking to the left to see the burrower there. Yeah, I'm just going roll blind And it's causing me to miss things. I'm sure you guys are going stream blind as well. You probably already have me as background noise. Should I start doing endgame ASMR? Should I tell you the stories of interesting people from interesting times, with interesting ways of becoming infinitely powerful? Should I tell you of the miners and their plight? Should I tell you of the mecha and their strife? Should I tell you of the archers, their little bit of life? No. If you got this far in, welcome to the fever dream. Because that is where we are at. Should I really be going for like the dumb thumbnail at this point? I think it's a little bit much. But at the same time, this is what goes on behind the scenes of these things. Whenever they make those like weird ass thumbnails, there's usually like 90 hours of just what the fuck am I doing going on with it. I might get that guy selfish. Starting to see more of the low-level guys at the very least. Might just be dumb luck on my part, but it might be picking up, hey, you want gray units? Here's some gray units. That would be an interesting way for it to weight the rolls. If you had a bunch of common units, it would favor common units. That'd explain why starting with pink is so strong. But this is just conjecture, me being like, oh, that would be an interesting way for it to be done. We don't really have evidence of it yet. Kind of wish I would have kept the swamp slime. Because I could have made it where each of these rolls had a 20% chance of giving me one of those guys. And in fact, I think I might pick up the next swamp slime I see just for that reason. Because I didn't even think about run smoothing at this point in the game. Here's another burrower. He should not be getting updates with that. In fact, I should probably toss him. But yeah, the swamp slimes just replace any green unit. The only green units that can show up besides them is you'll sometimes get a dragon in the shop. But that is it. Like, this you can have happen. But you aren't going to see the little whatchamacallits. I say whatchamacallits like it's actually a thing. Okay, so you get sold. Do we care about keeping the princesses? Because if not, that makes this a lot easier to organize. I don't think we care about the princesses at this point. I'm gonna so be shooting myself in the foot like this. Oh yeah, we get the nuts. I'm not going to care about them. There's our swamp blob. Should increase our odds of getting doodles. There we go. There's another burrower. We need the spirit. I'm not gonna... Oh, for fuck's sake. That's not the one I clicked on, game. I'm not gonna risk losing my mechas. The princesses we're not worried about. At all. Because we already have infinity on everything. We don't need them to be high level. Okay, so that means we can sell you? That feels so dirty to do to them, but at the same time, they don't matter anymore. Probably keep like one, just so we have an AoE. Which one do we want to keep? We're gonna keep regenerating one. And you get to come down here. Because we're going to start packing these up at the top. Oh, for God's sake. This is the annoying thing about lag, is whenever you go to rearrange anything, it is just a royal, just what the fuck kind of thing. Okay, you come out. Those are the ones we want to be keeping. You chill over there. Come on, game. It thinks I'm selecting an empty slot because I click and then I move before it registers that I'm holding a unit. Because there's that much lag. There's another burrower. I don't think we can do it without the bombs. Although, I suppose... I just rolled past a burrower. We'll get more, don't worry. Yeah, I don't think we can do... Well, we could. This is gonna bite me in the ass. I'm already calling it now. But I think I'm going to sell these guys. I know, that's dumb, but I need more burrowers. There's another one. I know we can roll yet another one. There's another one. I want to roll one more. There we go. Because what I want to do is I want to get rid of this swamp blob. Okay. I can't fit this last one in here yet, but we can put that selfish on him. So everybody is infinity, infinity. We sell this princess. Put that burrower out there. Give him selfish for this fight. If this all falls apart, it's your fault. No, not. If this all falls apart, we just bring in one of the mechas. It didn't all fall apart. Oh, that's so dumb. That is so dumb. Oh God, the shop. It's broken. Oh no. This is so dumb. Come on, kill my little gremlins. Oh Lord. We're summoning bombs off of one of them, yeah. One of them at the front. God, that is so awful to look at. There is no way I can tell what is going on as far as the shop goes. We're gonna take the healing princess. If at all possible. There you go. This is a little bit slower than with the other units, but just the swarm of burrowers makes me happy. We're going to 25 like this. I am going to do something that's probably going to piss off a couple people. I'm going to come in here I can't handle this lag right now. And it's pissing me off. We've already shown that we're going to reach the end of this. So what I'm going to do, progress saved, you can resume your run later. I think that resets it, but I might have to actually reset the game. Don't think those are going to go up that much. Those are some level 4 nuts. Although it is lit, I think that actually worked. We have like anything level whatever with the coins? No. The bosses just don't stand a chance. Next shop only contains troops from your army. Why not? Why not? We can get us our last burrower. If we want to go for the screenshot with all just burrowers. But yeah, at this point, there's literally nothing we really need to worry about. We will, and you saw right there, one of them was taking damage. Here, let's go ahead and do another fight real quick. Watch the front kind of like center burrowers. Oh, never mind. That wasn't them. That was the boom. I thought that was one of the burrowers dying. I was like, wait a minute. Our infinite's not really infinite. Shop contains 3 more troops. You can only roll 3 times per turn. Sure. Let's make this real ridiculous. If you're wondering what high-level seeds look like. And yes, they did improve the burrowers. I mentioned that at the beginning as well, if I remember correctly. If we see a selfish, I might sell one of the princesses. Just so we can get all big bad burrowers. This started out as a project and just became, what the fuck? I mean, we can re-roll a few times and it'll get rid of these eventually. Because the level 1 ones won't actually be dropping any more stuff. But we can only re-roll 3 times because of that thing we took. Aha! Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get another selfish by the end, but we should be able to do it minimal lag. There's a glacial. There you go, bud. Have a glacial. It's just like an extra little volley. They throw little clods of dirt and ice now. It's cute. I just go there to look for this spell, and then it's just like all this. And also, keep forgetting to do the vitality nuts. That will heal us up in case we ever want to re-roll the end screens. Hi, big guy. How you doing? Yeah, I don't think any of the actual bosses are going to stand any chance against us. We'll just go for extra attack. Because 10% more of infinity is the most important thing ever. Just slowly healing up, it's fine. I suppose I should be doing my rerolls so I can try and get selfish. We're never even going to have to pay for rerolls anymore, by the way. Because I think we're getting more rerolls than we're able to spend. Especially if we start getting cheap rerolls. I do find it interesting the bombshell is going down. It should be infinite as well. Tribal, go. Why not? Look at the levels they're getting. They're already level 13 as well. Oh, this is so dumb. So dumb. We already have everything we could need to actually beat this. Level 25 will have the infinites going on. And then we'll just be kind of waiting for the swarm to die, pretty much. Sure. I don't think this... Does this scale with us? Nah, it doesn't scale as much. I think it does scale to an extent, but just not as much. Back to max. Oh, we get gold off of it now, because I didn't realize I was already at max. I was at max life. And yes, that guy is selfish. If we get another selfish, then I will sell a princess and we will go all of these guys. We only have 9 more stages to do that. Well, 9 stages, which is 27 battles, I believe. Go with that. I can math in my head. I think it might actually only be 8 stages because we're just starting 17. And nothing. And no, you can never get infinite with just the plus stat effects. The most they go up to is a few hundred. Let's see. Anything there? No. Anything there? No. Again, nope. I'm just looking at the enchant. I'm not looking at anything else. We don't care about anything else. Worst case scenario, we bring in the mecha to do some of the work for us. This is where we want to be. I need a selfish. Although I could be equipping some of these on them. Here, you get a demolition. You get a phoenix. You get a meteor. You get a sniper. You get a shadow step. There's our selfish. So we need to sell one of these. We sell the meteor one. Are we going to have to sell 2 of them? We're going to have to sell 2 of them. Just so we can put this guy down here. There's our selfish. Let's go with an Inferno on the front line. We're just stacking stuff on them. Flesh wall. We'll go with a restore on you. And a sustainer on you. So we have healing and all kinds of other nonsense going on. We continue. It is all burrowers. I know, that's dumb. There you go. You have a restore now. We didn't need the ambush. I'm sure we'll take 35 gold. Does not matter at this point. It is literally just time to charge through until we die. Where did we get all that gold? Oh, that was from the boss. We got the 35 gold thing. And now, Devil's Game. Do we get another? Nope, we got Pity finally. First time this run we've gotten Pity, and we've had the Devil a few times. Bleh? Offense. I do like that we're still getting +2 attack on the sniper one. He's mostly there as cleanup, by the way. Sniper guy is there to clean up the nonsense. Watch me not be paying attention and us lose to something at like 24 or something. Tavern. I'm not too concerned about the rest of the stuff. So how did we end up here? Roll only contains troops from your army. Yes, please. Burrowers! Unite. You and you. And yeah, most of these ones that cause stuff to add to your shop do increase it based on their level. Like the potency of it. Some things obviously don't scale up as well as others. I do find it interesting that they're dying slower. Of course, these are multi-target enemies, and these are only single-target kind of characters. You know what? Enjoy. Enjoy. At least we know this entire group of them will not just vaporize in one hit, though. So if we do get to, like, the dumb thing where it beats us, I think we do way better versus single target than multi-target at this point. And yes, those zombies we summon are infinite as well. I have noticed that. Whereas, I don't know why the babooms, the bombshells we get, are not. I don't get why they're not infinite. I'm stretching because we've been here for 3 hours. Rolling and stuff. Just because a good chunk of that was me wanting to get the damn thumbnail. So we can deal with that. This is just like salt in the wound of the enemies at this point. Yeah, each one we kill. Yeah, they target single ones in the group. It's just not going to be super fast at killing the swarms. I don't think there's any of the swarms that can beat us, though. Troops from our army. More burrowers. Why not? Yeah, once they start targeting separate targets, it becomes a lot easier for them to wipe them out. But whenever it's just like 1v1s, hey, you guys have a lot of defense going on there. Not enough. Let's go, merchant. Ooh. Ah. I probably should have re-rolled and gotten all zombie spawns from it. That would have made an even funnier thumbnail. But right now, we're fine. We're fine. 35 gold. Sure. Gonna make a huge dent in our economy here. But yeah, the big single target ones are still going down in one hit. It's the multi-packs that are gonna be a little bit of a problem. Especially once we get infinite and infinite on the enemies as well. I am going to re-roll this for a little bit. Because I want more little friends. More little infinite friends. Could do copy. You know what? Let's do a copy. We'll do it instead of you. demolition instead of... We want Phoenix. I think we'll take it instead of Meteor. So now we have some demolitions and some clones. Clone Jutsu, go! Extra 10% of infinite. This is Endless 25. And yes, this is insane difficulty. The thing is, we're going to be running against an infinite boss, I think. Because if I remember correctly, that's the scaling for it? Just skip on through. Okay. Here's the infinite boss. Who wins? Who dies? Find out. See, they can't survive against it. It is more infinite than my infinite. I don't think there is actually a way to kill this guy. They are doing infinity damage, they're taking infinity damage. But if you had a big single unit, you might be able to survive the hit and use the recovery thing to restore back to full infinite. That's not going to be something we're going to lean into, because we're not even hurting this guy. So that is the end of Endless. You guys asked for it. I delivered it with a bunch of bastard burrowers. Hopefully it was fun for you. It was fun for me. I went a little delulu kind of about Endless 4 until the end. But keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. Bye.